This gas station right here was the scene almost 3 years ago of a brutal murder of a young man in his late 30s who worked at a Mexican restaurant not far from here. He waited on me and my husband a lot. He was a very nice guy, very hard working. He was followed from his place of work. The perpetrator waited on him to get off work, followed him until he stopped, which was his first stop to gas up. He went inside to pay for his gas, and when he came back out, the perpetrator shot him in the back of the head and killed him, and then drove off like it wasn't nothing. They did catch the guy eventually, but and he was convicted and got life for it, but nobody knows why. There's no explanation as to why he did what he did. And it actually was quite some time before I discovered for sure that the young man who died here was somebody that I was in contact with and that I knew. It makes me feel just terrible because I didn't know. I just didn't see him at the restaurant anymore. And I didn't even know it was from someone from the restaurant until a friend of mine that goes there also said that it was a waiter at the restaurant. But I don't want to catch anybody in the frame of this or anything, or get anybody's driver's licenses, plates, or anything like that. But it was a terrible, terrible crime for which there was no explanation. The young man who died had a family, a wife and small children that he was working to support, and the cops tried to say maybe it was some kind of a contract killing, but I could not imagine any reason why this young man who was just trying to work and support his family would have a contract out against him. I'm not really sure why it happened. Very upsetting though. I did go to his little site and lit a candle for him. He didn't have any candles lit for him. This happened, I'd say just shy of about 4 months ago, of 3 years. It happened in 2017. No explanation for it, just, more gun violence and no reason for it, none at all. The guy didn't do anything to deserve it. I'm sure he did nothing to deserve this, really. And I come in here all the time and buy drinks and lotto tickets, chips, whatever, without realizing that someone that I knew, was brutally gunned down in the parking lot here. It's a terrible shame. I wish people would find some other way to resolve difficulties than, just murderous rage and, pulling guns on people. It's ridiculous. It's more than ridiculous. It's horrific. It's horrific.